Oh, by the way, that was a rocket science.
Oh, shit.
By the way, I'm not prepared.
It's all good. Really, right now.
Yes, wait a minute. I think he was prepared.
Oh my god. Oh, wow.
Don't worry. I'm going to keep this short.
Just like you.
Speaking of bathrooms, the entire reason I'm up here in front of all of you tonight is because Nate video called me from the toilet.
Yes.
And he was asking me to be his best man.
The urinal.
Was it difficult to take him seriously? With a toilet in the background? Yes. Yes, it was. Why was he doing this for the toilet? I may never know the
True
answer
love.
to this. No, but seriously though, I think the real reason I'm up here tonight is I've known Nate for about 20 years now, and I've had the privilege of watching he and Heather develop as a couple from their very beginnings, and really demonstrate to us how to be great supporting partners and parents. And so I feel very lucky to be a part of your life and this special moment. So now for the obligatory best man stories.
Oh, yeah!
So Nate and I met in college, our freshman year at ASU, in the Sonora dorm. And, and I recently discovered that Nate's brother-in-law Dan was also in the Sonora dorm an undisclosed number of years earlier. Nate and I were introduced because I was a singer-songwriter, he was a keyboardist, drummer, and we formed this band, Two Dye Blue. We wrote songs, we played a bunch of live shows, and we even cut a demo album. So now, Nate, this is the point in speech where you open your wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now hold that baby up. High up. So this... This, ladies and gentlemen, is a limited edition, very rare print. There's only one. Two Dye Blue demo album, and the artwork here is by an early version of Nathan Buck. It was about this time that I realized that his artistic talents would far surpassing either of our musical abilities. Okay, so one of our main steady gigs was at a place called Ichiban.
Yes!
Some of you have obviously seen us there. We were not paid money for these shows. No. Instead, we were paid in unlimited sushi and alcohol. And we maximized our pay every show.
That's my son.
We lived together in a condo on Hardy Drive for 3 years, where Nate's sister Nikki also lived an undisclosed number of years earlier. These were really great years for us. Our living rooms, our band rehearsal area, and we really grew up a lot in those years. We also replaced the garbage disposal like 10 times. What the hell were we putting down that thing?
That was the landlord's fault.
That was me, quarter horse, not 3/4 horse.
So we would walk to Mill Avenue quite a bit to party, because we party. And occasionally we would get a little bored with the typical scene, so we would devise these little challenges for one another. So one weekend we came up with this challenge where I would try to pick up a girl, but I could only speak using words that Nate would whisper in my ear. So this was the concept. So we get a little tipsy and off we go. And after a little while, I catch the attention of a couple girls at the bar.
Drew, can we can we just reenact it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah!
attention of a couple girls, and I walk over, and Nate is following closely behind.
Very right.
But instead of whispering very quietly like I was expecting, he says very loudly,
Give him the mic.
so that everyone in the vicinity can hear, just like this.
Tell her that her hair is good.
And so I go, your hair is good. and we get some weird looks and they run away. And we literally did this the entire night.
Tell her her face is also
Your face is also very good. Now, okay, you're done now. Now, believe it or not, some girls have this.
It worked every time.
I now know that Heather is one of these girls. She gets it. I'm not wrong. So, in these days, we had no money. Literally nothing. In fact, I remember this one time where we dressed up all in camouflage, including face paint, and we went into the construction site next to our condo to steal lumber to build cornhole boards. Camouflage was not helping us in the lumber yard. So, Nate and I also did this epic Europe trip. We barely had enough money for food, yet we managed to get lost outside the London suburbs, outside Speakeasy. We unintentionally crashed a bachelorette party in Paris, and we were karaoke legends in Amsterdam. Now, there are way too many stories that I could share, but I do have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to leave it to this. This hostel that we stayed in Paris
He told me about the hospital.
had this really strange rule where you had to renew your beds every day by 11 a.m. Well, sure enough, after the bachelorette party night, I think, I slept through my alarm. I wake up at 11:15. I run down to the reception, and sure enough, we had lost our beds. But the reception staff explains to me, there's another hostel on the other side of the city. You just have to get there by noon. And they pull out this paper map, this is before phones, and tell us how to get there. We run back and we throw all our clothes in our giant roller bags and off we go. Onto the metro and we're going across the city. We get off the stop and it's literally like 1 or 2 minutes before noon. We're cutting this very close, okay? And we're hungover, we're sweating, we're tired, and this hostel is at the top of this very steep cobblestone road. And here we are, running, and we just look like the most stereotypical ugly Americans with our giant hoodie sweaters, our big roller bags, and we're sweating, and we're running up this hill, and about halfway up the hill, seemingly out of nowhere, comes this gaggle of uniformed French school children. And they're blocking the path, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And here we are, and it reminded me of that scene of Will Ferrell where he takes the dart to the neck and he shoves the kid in the pool in the back of the head. Here we are, shoving these polite, beautiful French school children, these ugly Americans. We're sweating on them. Our giant roller bags are going over their toes. And we made it.
Yes, we did.
If you haven't noticed by now, there is a theme in these stories, which is that despite our best attempts, things have worked out for us. I recently relocated to Houston, and Nate's been such a good friend. He's come out to visit me twice now. And every time he does something very kind and thoughtful. On his last trip, he brought these multicolored LED lights and he installed them in my son's room. Now, my just turned 4-year-old boy is absolutely obsessed with these lights. Every night, we have to pick a different color, and it's part of our routine. So, I think this small act demonstrates the type of parent and friend and human being that Nate is.
Absolutely.
And the type of husband he'll be to Heather.
He good.
Now, I don't quite have the stories with Heather as I do with Nate. After that, she's certainly glad.
No, you know what? I would have.
But Heather has been a great friend to me also. She's always there, even the very difficult, challenging things to discuss in life. She's there. She's a calming presence, a person you want to confide in, and I know she brings that grounding to her relationship with Nate. I love your relationship. You're both hustlers. You work hard. You support each other. I really do need to go to the conclude now. So I'm just going to leave it with 2 bits of advice for you, Nate. Number 1, make sure to show Heather that you love her every day in some way. And number 2, tell her that her face is good. Cheers.
Broken glass? I broke your wine glass. I'm so sorry. That's a good party.
Yeah, hey, it's tough to be hammered.
I broke
You
the
just
wine
got
glass.
fucking hammered.
You know that, right?
Let's hear